the Maruti movement is likely a high possibility into the Indian markets now, and I'm joined with the two doyens and the management, of course, Mr. Sajjan Jindal as well, and Mr. Rajeev Chaba, CEO Emeritus. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. Congratulations. So you've always dreamt of building a car in India. It's an old story. How do you feel in the first place regarding your dream coming true finally now, sir?
Feel very excited, and when whatever you have been dreaming for many years, finally it's fructifying. So you feel good about it and excited about it. I have little bit of goosebumps whether I will be able to do what I really want to, stepping out to do. So it's quite challenging, but I love challenges. So it's a good feeling.
So JSW Energy is is completely set for the EV integration into India with cell manufacturing, battery manufacturing. What are the synergies that you see with JSW Group and MG Motors for the company's growth as well, sir?
You yourself mentioned just now that energy is integrating and well positioned to do that. So I think the auto industry is the next step of value add from the steel manufacturing or the energy manufacturing, and the new energy vehicles. They really fit in extremely well. And given the passion about the auto industry or the mobility industry that we have or I have, I think it fits in everything pretty nicely, and I hope we can deliver what we are trying to.
My last question to you, sir, before I let you go and eventually move on to Mr. Chaba. Sir, your 33% market share you're planning by 2030 in the Indian markets. That primarily gives you leadership positions in new electric vehicles. What is the roadmap there, sir? Because as of now, 5,000 crore investment has been announced. You'll need more money for probably an IPO as well. Is the roadmap sorted, or is this discussion still underway? Could you give us some roadmap, sir?
No, we have not yet decided the roadmap, as in we have decided the target that we want to achieve 1 million cars by the 2031. That's our ambitious target. Today we are only doing 60,000 cars. So it's a big ask, right? But I don't think money is a constraint. Money is not a problem. Whether we do an IPO or we don't do an IPO, money is never going to be an issue. It's going to be the product, the quality, the affordability, the market. That's what is going to determine how fast and how quickly we can grow.
And do we see JSW cars branding coming over onto the vehicles in the near future?
Who knows? Never say never.
Never say never with the JSW group. I go to Mr. Chaba now. Thank you, Mr. Chaba, for coming to us, sir. The Maruti movement, I began asking him, you have been a veteran in the auto industry, especially with the MG Motors group now. As the CEO Emeritus now, sir, how do you see the Maruti movement coming up for the brand now?
Mr. Jindal talked about that, so that's becoming catchy phrase, I guess. But at this point of time, we need to focus on the current business, which is basically ensuring that we expand our capacity, we introduce the more products, especially in new energy vehicle segment. I think we need to focus on execution now. The work has started already, and hopefully we should be able to expand. We would be able to have one more plant. Expand the capacity and fill that plant. That's what we are going to focus on.
Absolutely, sir. And with the Gujarat plant also, the Halol plant also, increasing the production capacity, I would like to know for our viewers with respect to the Odisha plant, sir, will that be focusing on battery manufacturing? Because Odisha also has a port and you can probably start your exports from there or imports from the SAIC group. Any backward integration at that end being planned, sir, or only battery manufacturing at the Odisha plant, sir?
As was clarified earlier, that's JSW plan, not really this JV plan. So JSW plan is to get into backward integration, produce cells, produce battery, and also get into some other electrical vehicle components and things like that. So that's the plan as of now. But in future, nobody knows. If you need more capacity, can it get into that state or some other state? We have not really thought about that. Our focus, as I said, is to make sure that we build a second plant and fill that plant.
So with 5,000 crore rupees investments, could you give us a breakup on what all are you aiming at with respect to putting that money in what areas? Any details can you give us, sir?
Plant capacity and new products introduction and vendor tooling, because we'll like to localize a lot here. So these three areas primarily.
September onwards, we see new cars coming up. I know you cannot reveal much details, but give our viewers a hint. what to expect, what price range to expect? Will it be exciting and moving the markets?
We are launching 2 vehicles this year, as we announced earlier. One is going to be EV and one is in the ICE engine car.
And sir, last question to you. With the there's a usual trend of, or it's often the talks of the town that there's a declining trend of EVs, or this, an interest coming down for EVs. Sir, is that true? And if that, does that concern you?
No, that's not true at all. Actually, there is a growth of 25-30% to 80% across the globe in new energy vehicle. The headline sometime can be misleading here because probably people expected 100% growth every year, which is not happening. It's 70%. So the trend is very clear. Everybody is moving towards electrification and EV and new energy vehicles like plug-in hybrids.
All right, Mr. Chaba, I'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining us. Pleasure as always, sir. Thank you.